tech, obviously that mean I must know credit. So then guess what? I'm gonna go on Instagram free. I'm gonna start posting stories. Hey, my name Ken, I do credit. This, then the third, I was able to take this person from this to that. And matter of fact, I was able to use 5 grand to better my life in the last 30 days. Here's how I did it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I start branding. If you need credit repair, hit my DM. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. 2, 3, 4, 10 people come in, close some of those, they go money right there. And I just start running.
When you say credit in tech, 700s, high sevens, mid sevens, eight.
Me personally, what it is now, I'm in the
No,
eight.
no, I'm talking about you personally. I ain't talking about you personally. We just speaking on the average, like you say, being dropped in the city. Say what would you consider?
We can we could utilize any avenue credit wise with a 680. You know, my preference, I like to get you at least to a 720. Because we could almost get guarantees across the board, you know. But at 680, we can start moving around, you know. Yeah.
So when you say, okay, so you put in for a credit, because I just recently did it. I put in for Amex, right? And same thing, they gave me the digital current. My funds was available.
Immediately.
Yeah. So from putting in for the card, the going to, being assessing the digital currency to getting the car. What you talking about? Imagine 3 days, 5 days, a week
to get the
all that. Yeah, for the car.
I would say same day, really. If you same day.
Yeah. Same day.
Yeah, as soon as that, because you could put a down payment on a vehicle with a credit card.
Gotcha. No,
yeah.
I don't know that. I'm not hip to the credit game like that.
Yeah, you could put a down payment on a vehicle with a credit card. But if your credit intact, you're not putting the down payment. Your credit intact, you driving off.
Exactly.
Oh, but that. See, I don't put nothing down. I got good credit. But by the grace of God, I ain't.
So.
Yeah, but I'm
same day. You get that card, go on to the dealership. That same car you get from that dealership, go get your hotel. After you get that hotel, the next day you need to be brainstorming on what skill set you got to offer that you can get paid for. I didn't have to go and look for credit clients. I can go and I can go on Craigslist, go on certain sites. I could start doing handyman work. That's how I started out, doing roofing, doing handyman work. I could offer services that way. Any way that you can do it that does not lead you back to the reason why we on this podcast.
I'm with you. You're right. Nah.
Make it shake, stay diligent. Yeah. Make it shake,
Yeah, okay. So now to get into what you're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you went to the credit game.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so so how did the credit business start?
The credit business started, this was probably 2015. 2015, I wanted, I just, I felt like it was time. I was in my 20s. Felt like it was time to just start working on my credit, just without even really knowing what it was. But I had a mentor. Well, actually, I had got into an accident, a car accident. I'm going to make it short, but I got into a car accident, and that accident, I got $20,000 from that accident, and I wanted to do real estate. That was my goal. So I went on Zillow, started calling realtors. I found a property. Once I found a property, I met with this lady named Miss Ann, and she was showing me properties that I could get in that range. A lot of them, I didn't know enough about construction to really make a move, so I didn't make a move. But she, in fact, said, hey, listen, with the way you are, I got somebody better that I can actually put you with mentorship-wise that you could really go where you're trying to go, because you probably ain't going to go there with me. This person knows more than me. So she introduced me to this other guy, and me and him friends to this day right now, and this was about 12 years ago. So she introduced me to him, and then we started shopping around, and then I bought my first property. Well, the first property I couldn't buy because my credit was messed up. When we went to get the property, my credit wasn't right. So then he relationship again, he put me in touch with somebody who did credit, who fixed credit and actually show you how to build it. So then that took a year to build with them. And I built my credit up with them. And I had an LLC as well that I used to do a little handyman work out of and stuff like that. And then I went to the bank once my credit got fixed by that credit repair company, and then I got 50K from the bank, and then I lost it. Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Know
So,
that story.
Yeah.
boy.
So I went to start investing. I over invested and I lost it. And I remember when I lost the money, I went back to the guy, my mentor, and he was calling me. He was calling me every day, leaving messages. I wasn't answering the phone. I was licking my wounds.
Yeah,
You know, I'm
yeah.
like, man, like, you know, I just did all this time. You know, I've been grinding, and I finally got the bag, and I blew it. And so he knows the journey. So he calling me to get an account on.
Hey, what that felt like, dog?
Man, I felt like the world was over with. Honestly, like I was beating myself up every day because I pride myself on not being an idiot, and that's all I could call myself at that time. Like, how you get this far and then blow it? You just blew it. Like,
So did you blow it on a deal or did you blow it on just
everything. I blew it on buying materials that get lost in the wind with different subcontractors and this, that, and the third. I was remodeling houses for other investors with my handyman business, buying materials for their projects and they never paying me my money back.
yeah.
Paying off debt from my debt. My at the time my son's mother, paying off her debt, our debt. You know, paying bills, paying rent. I just was spending the money everywhere I could, trying to hustle some and trying to keep poverty from on our back at the same time with that whole little 50K.
Yeah.
And you know, 50K go faster than I thought it was. Thought it would.
Not that much money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when that happened, finally I called my guy, my mentor. I said, hey man, I gotta tell you something. He said, just meet me. He said, meet me at Denny's.
You already knew.
Yeah, he said, he said, meet me at Denny's. So I met him at Denny's. We sat down. I'm trying to talk to him. He like, just relax. Coffee? You want coffee? Okay, coffee. I'm like, man, I'm trying to tell you something. Like,
You already
you know,
Exactly.
And then finally, you know, we eating and stuff. So he like, go ahead, talk to me. So I told him, I say, man, I lost it. And he's like, what you lost? I say, the whole thing. He like, okay. He like, I'm glad. And I'm like, what? And he like, yeah, I'm glad it happened. He say, now we can go get 100. Now you got that out the way. Now we can go get 100. And I mean, I was just, my whole face just dropped. My heart dropped. I'm like, bro, I've been stressing for like 2 weeks, thinking about, man, I got to go back to this. Like, my mind just going everywhere, you know. And he just killed it all with that one phrase. Now it's time to go get 100. I'm glad you got that experience.
Yeah.
You got it out the way. Now you know your business model. Now you know what to prevent, what not to do. And
Hurry up and fail.
and that's what we did. And from that day, honestly, I learned that to make myself more valuable. And that's why I went to start learning credit and start learning, because even that guy done fixed his credit. We done projects, bought properties, flipped them, made money. You know what I'm saying? And then especially you're looking for mentorship. A lot of people look for mentorship, but you need to also be of value to that mentor.
Yeah.
Nobody just wants to spill their guts out to you 24/7. What do you have to offer? And it was hard for me to find what to offer people that seem as though they might have most of everything they need, you know. But that credit, stuff like that, I realized that, hey, this might be the thumbnail that I can actually use to benefit people, no matter what walk of life you from or what stage you're in, you know. And yeah, that's how I got into credit.
Oh,
That was your niche, huh?
Yeah.
definitely.
So that 50K, that was a mean lesson, huh?
Yeah, it was a good one.
Let's go. Yeah.
50 slashes.
For real, that money
50
go
lashes.
quick. For
What?
real, that money go quick.
That money, it goes.
Definitely.
boy.
But fast forward. So, how did you recover from that 50K?
I had to go back to work, man. I had to go back to work. I started using that culinary degree. I went to working in the restaurant and doing construction during the day through my own company. doing handyman work, doing flooring, tile. I could do everything. I could do flooring, tile, bathrooms, paint, texture. I could do it all. I could stucco. I could do carpentry, everything. So during the day, I would just grind that out. And then when I finished there, I go to a restaurant. I worked at Miller's Ale House. I worked at Cooper's Hawk. I worked at it's a restaurant called Dats on Kennedy. You should try it out. They're really good. Yeah, DATZ. They real good.
Check them out.
Yeah, just watch the calories though. But yeah, they real good. But that was my favorite place to work though, as far as a job for real. It's awesome in there. And they got all kind of imported wines and beers, stuff you never, banana wine and stuff you just never heard of. Like that's they creativeness, how they add something that other people don't got. But yeah, but I worked in the restaurant, did that in the day, and I started back working up on my credit because the credit got destroyed.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just tell you, I was up late one night, and the credit wasn't going well because I would get people to try to help me repair it, and they could never perform. They just could never completely perform. And what I did was I just found someone who really knew it, and I found him on Instagram, and I locked in with him, and I learned it, and I also had my own tactics as well, and I put it all together, and I fixed my credit, and I just started fixing other people.
Gotcha.
Credit, yeah.
Gotcha.
So what about like the business credit?
The business credit.
Yeah.
So and that's how I got into. That's how I became a broker, a loan broker. Started brokering loans and getting into the business funding. So our company is Elite Pro Advisors.
Elite Pro Advisor. Hey, let the people know your tabs too, how to reach out to you.
Okay.
Put
So
tabs out there.
you could reach out to us at Elite Pro Advisors on IG. We mostly on Instagram. So Elite Pro Advisors on Instagram. That's where you can reach us at.
So that's the business cleaning credit and the business funding. They go there for everything, or
Yeah, for everything. So that goes hand in hand. The credit repair is basically a byproduct to the business funding.
Okay.
The business funding is what we want to do for people. We want to get you funded because we feel like every business deserves a chance to operate, with funds versus just bootstrapping it. And it's very tough to start a business with no help.
Yeah.
And we hate when people have to do everything out of their pocket. You got a family or you got other ambitions and you trying to build a business, but you don't have the funds. And it slows a business down. You can't, that equipment, if you need something, we need you to just be able to go get it. Because this podcast, if if a light went out and you needed another light, you should be able to go get that light immediately.
Yeah.
So you can keep the business rolling.
Hear that, JR?
I'm taking notes.
All right.
But so essentially, that's what our main focus is the business funding. We just got somebody funded $100K last week. We got somebody funded $40K yesterday. So we doing it daily all the
Dang it,
time.
man.
Yeah.
Okay. And this
Oh, she got 70.
70.
Yeah, 70.
In this microwavable era, like how long is that taking?
The funding.
Yeah.
The funding. So we got different products. We got business credit cards that we go after. That funding is almost immediate. So the moment that your credit report is properly structured to get funding, the day that we start applying on your behalf, those funds are immediately on the business credit cards. Now our favorite thing is the lines of credit. That is cash. That is a deposit in your account. Once we start going for those, it'll take 3 to 4 days, business days, for it to show up.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I want to ask you this because, I got a few people dabble and dabble. So the PG. So say if I want 100K,
Mm-hmm.
I could use, say I got an 800 credit score. I can use, you guys will use me as the PG, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, now, with those 100,000, and I'm used as the PG, if I was to fall flat, if things didn't go well, that still would affect my personal credit.
No.
It won't.
No. So you as a PG, personal guarantee for everybody who don't know that meaning that whatever funds you get, you're gonna back those funds as personally yourself. Even though it's through the business and the funds are in the business name, you the person is gonna be liable for those funds if you say like it goes south. So, but from my experience, that those because the business credit does not show on your personal